the box!
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the very first What's in the Box of 2023. I guess unless you've just found this in like April or May or, I don't know, 2024 or something. If that's the case, what's the future like? Is it nice? Anyways, we have a just ginormous box. This thing is massive, and I don't know what's in it. Well, we kind of know what's in it, right? The title of the video sort of gives it away, but it seems like, from what I can tell, typically when you get a driver in the mail, it doesn't come in a box quite this large. So I'm very curious to see what exactly we're getting into. I don't know if my setup here will lend itself depending on what's in here, but we'll try to do my best and our best to give you the visual of it all. But yeah, inside this box is the new Srixon. I think it's the driver. It is the ZX MKII. And we'll get into the specs of it and the technology built into it as soon as we get into this. I'm very excited. So let's open this thing first, and then I will tell you all the things about the Srixon ZX5 or 7 Mark II. I'm not sure what's in here, quite honestly. All right, here we go. I'm going to stand for this, so bear with me. Looks like one clean cut. I'm going to flip this a little bit. Okay. See if I can get the reveal over the top here. One. Lots of bubble wrap. Can you see me over there? Holy jeez. Okay. Wow. Can we see that? Yeah, so there's a bag in here. They sent a golf bag. Holy cow. Okay. I think I just hit my overhead camera. Okay. Well, there's the bag. It is sweet. You got teeth falling out all over the place over here. Okay, here we are. We did it, everybody. Here's the tee. See the tee. That's cool. A couple of those in there. Okay. Let's see what's this bag is. Oh man, look at this. This is an all-timer of a unboxing, I gotta tell you. So there's golf balls in here. Man, this is, let's just put these here, I guess. Hopefully we can see those right there. Got some golf balls. Here where all the tees are coming from. It's a whole bag full of tees. Put this tee back in there. This is something. This is a Srixon logoed Jones bag. I got some more golf balls. Looks like they're the Z Stars in here. We got, there's a couple different, man, sorry everybody, I didn't know what was going on here, so you just got to go. So there's Z Stars there. Let's see, in the red box, these look like, these are Z Star XVs. I don't know if I have enough room for all this stuff on my desk. And finally, these are different Z-Star, maybe a Z-Star Diamond of some kind? Man. All right, so that's that. Put that there. We've got our head adjustment tool. It's always good to have, so we can dial that driver head in. Man, this is a beautiful golf bag. This is, man, Srixon has outdone themselves this time. Yowzers. Can we get a good shot of that Let me get a good shot at the Srixon there. Looks like it's kind of embroidered. Gorgeous. That is gorgeous. I am thoroughly impressed with this. So I've got an umbrella. We got another logger zipper here. What's in there? Nothing's in there. Okay. Really nice bag. I actually never have owned a Jones golf bag, so this is my first one, and I love it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But that's not, let's see, there's a little tag in here. Let's check it out here. No, it's just a Jones label. That is really nice. I'm into that big time. Big time. Okay, we're gonna put that, can we put that behind here like this? Will it stand? Maybe on the couch there? Can you get a look at that? No, not really. Put that right there. That'll work. Here, I'll show that off. Can you guys see that there? All right. So we got golf balls. We got a golf bag. We got our tool here. And now we get to what we were all really waiting for here. This brand new Srixon ZX Mark II driver. You can see a nice little head cover there. Looks good. It looks like it came with the hazardous red RDX smoke shaft. I think that's one of their options. Let's take this off real quick. Real quick, maybe. Where's my knife? We did it, everybody. We got the wrapper off the grip. All right, let's get back into it here. All right. There she is. All right. Put that there. Let's take this wrapping off it as well. So I can tell you, obviously it came with an adjustable tool, so you can adjust some of the, ooh, I like this matte. Get a good look at that. Really sharp. I'm digging the matte black on that. It's pretty cool. I feel like this is almost like starting to feel like a retro look, because a lot of the OEMs are doing different things to the top of this, and they're doing stuff too. And we'll get into how this thing is built, but this is just nice, smooth, matte black finish. You've got some lines here on the back side of it, really sharp, nice, clean, good-looking Srixon bottom there that you know and come to know and love in the Srixon drivers. This is the ZX5 MKII 9.5 degree, so you can adjust the loft. It looks like a little bit, plus or minus. Looks like you can open and close the face as well if you'd like to do those kinds of things. So that's good. Okay, let's talk about what all is going on in this. I'm almost out of breath after opening the bag and the club. Let's talk about what is new and different in this iteration of the ZX line of drivers, the Mark II. Let's start with the face, okay? This face, it's all about, you'll see it on there, I think, yep. It's called the Rebound Frame, all right? So you can see there up top, I'll give you a look here to this Rebound Frame. So you can't, when you're looking at the face, it's just a face, right? Nothing that jumps out. However, the technology that's built into this is this, what they're trying to go for is a higher, what's called coefficient of restitution, or COR for short. All right, and so what that is, the higher core is better. Okay, so it's 0 to 1, basically, is your measurement of COR. Now, what COR basically is the ability to not lose power. It's the elasticity, or to be able to return the same sort of energy back into when there's a collision, right? So if there's 0 core, they absorb all the power and return none of it. If it's 1 core, they absorb all the power and return all the power, okay? So what that does, obviously when you hit a golf ball here, it's going to actually absorb that collision and return it with as much force as possible, giving it a high core. So in this face specifically, this Rebound frame is adding 10% larger high COR area to the face. Okay, so it's giving you more of that sort of core ability across the face, because we're not pros. We've talked about this on multiple unboxings. We don't hit the middle of the face all the time. We miss more often than not. At least I do, I guess, as a mid-handicapper. So it's helpful to have the same sort of energy, the same core on across the face. You don't lose that ball speed as much, and you still get the distance on mishits. It's a big deal for us mortals that play this game. So how does that work? How does a Rebound frame work? Well, it's kind of essentially a trampoline. So it's got some stuff built into it here. So it's this centerpiece, and I'm trying to give you an above the top view here. It's made of 2 flex zones, essentially, okay? So the driver face deforms inwardly, right? While the zone 2, this ring offsets the face, actually deforms outwardly. Now, we would never see this with the human eye. It's instantaneous, right? But what it's doing is it's able to absorb that energy and return it back into the golf ball. So that's the whole idea behind this Rebound frame. And they've had it on a Srixon driver before. It's new and improved, and we can talk about how it kind of improved that. It's materials, it's engineering, all those sorts of things. There's also variable thickness. Now this has also become very common in Srixon drivers, where essentially they're behind this face right here. You've got a 25 millimeter thinner face pattern at its center and 0.4 millimeter thicker at the perimeter than the last generation, compared to, I guess, essentially the Mark I, right? So again, that adds even more forgiveness and more coefficient of restitution, core, to the face. So this face is super hot, and it's also very forgiving. What else do we have in this driver? We talked about the Rebound frame for energy transfer, and so we're not going to lose ball speed when we're hitting it, off center here or here. We have a star frame crown, so you can't see this underneath this crown. They've got a series of ridges and lattice work that provides the structural integrity for this very thin crown. And we'll get to why it's important to have a thin titanium crown. And it also helps flex this face and to keep this face stable. Now, why is it important to have as thin as possible of a crown on a driver? Well, it goes back to, and there's some debate on my TikTok account about this, but MOI, okay? In a driver, that is I'm telling you, from a golf perspective, you may be different in other aspects of our life. From a golf club perspective, if you have a high MOI, that is its resistance to twisting on mishits. So you can go, we were just at a simulator place the other night, and they have like the high-speed camera of a club coming through. And when you hit on something that's got low MOI, like a vintage club, you hit it here, that club is going to open. It is going to open and twist. If you hit it here, it's going to close, because that's where the impact is. That's why pros are so good at hitting it in the middle and letting the ball go straight. Now, if you hit it here and it opens, the ball's going this way, and vice versa, they're going that way, right? Now, the way that you can create high MOI in a driver, which is your fastest swinging club, is you keep the weight to a minimum so that you can modify and put weight in different places of the club to help with MOI. So you put a little weight in the toe, put a little weight in the heel, you leave this as thin as possible and lightweight as possible. And so when you strike a toe, that weight that has been manufactured and put into the toe keeps that closed, doesn't let it slide open. Same with the heel, okay? That's just how MOI works in golf. We can debate it all day long, anywhere you'd like to, but in the world of golf, when we talk about high MOI, that's what we're talking about, okay? This inability to twist on a collision. So now, just to review, rebound face technology, right? Returning as much energy as possible into the golf ball. We've got a very, very thin crown, which allows us to manipulate the weight throughout the rest of the head, giving us higher MOI, okay? We've got the variable thickness face that we talked about, right? So there's some variable thickness patterns that expands that COR across the entire driver face. So you've got bigger rebound across the face. You've got a bigger energy transfer across the face on mishits. You've got some weight balance in the driver as well. So when you hit on toe or on heel, you're not going to get that twist. And we also have a weight on the ZX5. I think the ZX7, let me just look real quick. I think the ZX7 has a different weight, because I can tell you from the ZX5 perspective, they have this weight on the back end of this, and that is to help get the ball more into the air, right? So this is where your center of gravity, as you move the center of gravity back into a golf club, that helps the ball fly, right? So that's why that weight is here. And it's interchangeable. You can see, you can take this one out, put a different one in. I'm sure if you go and get fitted, or maybe you have the ZX Mark 1 and you know the weight that's in there, you can just swap it out with this one. That is it. That is the very, I feel like, exhaustive unboxing of this Srixon ZX Mark II or MK2. I think it's Mark II, whatever. This is the ZX5. They also have ZX7. They also have in driver, and they also have a full line with the same technology and a little bit more for your fairway woods and your hybrids. So go over to the Srixon website. I'll put the link down in the description and you can see all about that stuff. Now, that's what it's supposed to do, this driver. How do we know what it actually does? Well, it's a good thing you asked, because we don't just do unboxings on this channel. We do other stuff, right? And that includes some gear talk, and that means we're going to test this thing. And so stay tuned for another video where we take this probably to a simulator, since it's winter, it's January here in Chicago, get some numbers on it, and get our first impressions after hitting it, how it sounds, how it feels, how it reacts to our swing. So I'm very excited about that. Man, I really do like the way this thing looks. It is beautiful. Just give it one more. Look at that nice crown. I love the matte black. It's really nice. Anyways, so we will test it and we'll give you some real-time feedback if we can. Once the weather breaks, or if we get some bizarre warm day like we did the other day, maybe we can get out onto a golf course and play it in the real world and see what it does, right? So what does that mean? Well, if I didn't answer all of your questions that you might have about the new Srixon ZX5 driver, ask them in the comments below. You guys are good at that stuff. If you played the previous iteration, how did it go for you? Did you like it? Tell me in the comments below. But more importantly, you should subscribe to this channel. And you should hit the bell so that when we do test this thing, you'll know it. Because a new video comes up and you get a notification, you're like, oh cool, Chris and Bill are testing out the new Srixon driver. I wonder how it did. Right? So there you go. That's it. I'm going to put this back into its cover and into its home in my new golf bag. I have to find, I really love that golf bag. I would really like to display it somewhere where people could see it in my other videos. That'd be kind of nice, I think. But we'll have to see. So shout out to Noel over at Srixon for the bag and for shooting me the driver to test and check out. And for the golf balls, for that matter. Let's just get all of it in the shot. There we go. I'm excited about all of it. So hopefully we can go play. Maybe I'll even test these golf balls. You know, I haven't played a Srixon in a couple of years. Give it a shot. But all right, that's enough. Thank you for watching, and follow me in the various social medias at Chris McEwen. I think on Facebook I'm at Chris McEwen Golf. But pick one of those, all right, and give us a follow. And yeah, see you next time.